Baywatching, everyone! Now we've got to talk about some more boring behind-the-scenes stuff, and also how Shawnee and I totally did it!
That's right, folks, it's Season 2 of Baywatch. But first, a summary of Season 1. And that's about it. Hard as it is to believe, folks, this is when the show really starts getting good. First, some backstory. Baywatch Season 1 was helmed by NBC, who, as we covered earlier in Baywatching, had about as much faith in the show as Hasselhoff has chest hair wax, which is to say, none at all. Just listen to these quotes from executive story editors Lee Goldberg and William Rabkin, who ran some other show I never talk about. On Baywatch, they tried to have fun, Goldberg says, but we ended up doing massive destruction. Rabkin adds, we found more places to trap people. We had them in storm drains, we had them in grottos, we had them in armored cars. Goldberg interrupts with, Baywatch should never have been a series. Lifeguards dive into the water and rescue people. So what? One producer said, you know, I can come up with stories for the Home Shopping Network, and I can't come up with stories for this show. But they were about to be proven exactly right, and the show was totally canned. No, really, it was. After Season 1, Baywatch was cancelled, and were this not the bizarro world, it probably would have stayed that way. It looked like Baywatch was in need of rescuing of its own. And there is no one who loves a save more than Mitch Buchanan. Enter David Hasselhoff, entrepreneur extraordinaire, burger enthusiast, German idol, savior of cancelled shows. For whatever reason, he really believed in this product, and bless him for it. David Hasselhoff became an executive producer, and the show was picked up through syndication, with even less budget than before, and most of their funding being procured through product placement, but you'll hardly notice it. Free from network interference, the show was able to be as stupid as it pleased. Scripts were shortened, and it was decided that no matter what was shot, it had to be used, regardless of quality or what it added to the story. Coincidentally, stories were done away with. A year and a half later, Baywatch was back on the air and better than ever. More importantly, they finally got the fucking theme song. Oh man, I cannot be more amped. This is gonna happen every year, folks, so here's who we lost in the between-season shuffle. Court is no longer a main character, but we will see him randomly in a short while, so hold on to your swimsuits. Craig is done Zola, whether that's from budgetary concerns or Parker Stevenson just wanted out, who knows. Craig went to go creep on some other people for a while, but don't worry, we'll see him again in 7 years, since no one asked for it. And because Craig is gone, so is Gina. Sid is also... Okay, I'm sorry, Sid was never a thing. But who cares? I know you're all just waiting to see if Eddie's still around anyway. And thank God, the little pant sweater is still around for another glorious season. My otherwise terrible material is saved! Nightmare Bay! Pretty spooky, huh, folks? Oh, how did they change that title? Whoa! New Baywatch body type confirmed. And Eddie pees on Mitch. You little worm, I'll kill you! A new NBC-less season means that this is essentially another pilot, and this one treads some new ground. Instead of Mitch being promoted to lieutenant, he's up for promotion to captain. And with a new haircut and less poo-colored uniforms, it's a tempting offer. But that also means more work, in addition to being boring for television, so Mitch has got to think it over.
You know, it's a funny thing about decisions, Mitch. They're often made for all the wrong reasons.
So don't ever make decisions, that's what I say.
You are so old and wise. Mostly old. Meanwhile, journalist Kay Morgan grills this jerkhole senator about offshore oil drilling. Baywatch has got an environmental message, yo. Kay is a kind of, sort of recurring character. Like, every once in a while, a season, they'll remember she exists. Also, she's played by Hasselhoff's then-wife, conveniently after he became an executive producer. But I can't be sure why she kept showing up. Numi and some blonde lifeguard drive right into the middle of the press conference to show everyone the sea lion they found covered in oil. I'd say driving right into the crowd was a little dangerous, but this was a pretty pathetic conference, I gotta admit. There's upwards of 10 people there.
I'm here to release this animal back to her natural habitat.
A parking lot.
I'll eat your face! A touching performance. I really have no idea who this woman is.
Ow! Shawnee, can I borrow some wedding money?
Shawnee's having some issues with her rich, disapproving father, who thinks her lifeguarding job is stupid. He says she's in a bathing suit on display for everyone, which just isn't true. I, for one, agree with Baywatch's anti-exploitation stance. I'm colors blind? More like I'm grammar blind, am I right?
Julia, don't do that!
This little girl tries to stop the little boy from spray painting some rocks, which he claims is his homeboy's tag. That's a tag? For what, the Scribble Gang? Too bad they didn't realize he was tagging the Rocks of Doom. Look what I found! Pretty impressive, huh?
No!
Son of a bitch, don't you guys dare steal my thunder! Give me that! It's nice of the boom mic to make an appearance. The woman Mitch rescued tells a harrowing tale of being stranded at sea after her boat captain was killed by something under the water, which in turn sank the boat. Luckily, journalist McTactful is there to get the beach scoops.
And I'll be back in just a minute, okay? Oh, good.
Who are you? Hey everyone, listen to this sweet Baywatch double entendre.
Are you always wet?
As often as possible.
Kay asks Mitch Von Malibu what he thinks about the possibility of sea monsters, which he promptly makes fun of. I mean, that'd just be stupid.
Frank, buddy, we haven't got all day. Can you give me some more throttle?
Give me some more throttle, Shippy, Greg, Jim, whatever your name is. So it's off to look for sea monsters, Mitch and whoever the hell this is.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Mitch, you don't have to have a dick-sized competition with her. She's not equipped with one. They pad the episode out with some diving footage and find the body of the captain, who died in the stupidest pose he could think of. Say, folks, would you like to meet Harvey? He's the worst.
I'm a toxic mutant jellyfish oozing out of the water to seek my revenge. Hey, the t-shirt rights alone are gonna be worth 6 figures.
Ugh. Okay, so let me get this straight, guys. You're going to introduce us to a new main character by having him cover himself in syrup and plastic forks and come up with a business scheme to profit off of something that killed one dude and traumatized a young woman for life? And he's supposed to be the comic relief? You chuckleheads. Oh, and also, this kid in the not-so-subtle helmet covered in sponsor stickers? Well, meet the new Hobie. He's new and improved. He's inexplicably de-aged.
Dad, can I be a syrup monster?
Shut up, Hobie 2. Don't think I can't replace you just as fast as the last one.
Am I Fred Savage yet?
Speaking of odd doubles... It's lifeguard day before retirement! Back from the dead! I mean, a totally different character. In that the only difference is that he's named Ben and he's alive. They're really racking up an impressive list of new main characters here. Who the hell is this blonde woman? Who am I? I'm so old. Montage of Harvey selling sea monster t-shirts. Harvey, you're the worst. But now, the real tragedy of the episode. Mitch burns dinner. There was time. There was time.
Gotta love him.
No, really, seriously, they just did that. They really did. God bless this poor child actor. I just had a horrible dream that I burnt dinner. Mitch, a fireplace, a traumatized victim, say. Meanwhile, a boat is sunk by something mysterious. Flip yourself off the boat for some reason! Scoops O'Neill and her gang are determined to prove that this was, in fact, caused by a sea monster, what every hard-hitting journalist wants to report on. I don't want no volunteers. I don't want no mates. There's just too many captains on this island. $10,000 for me by myself. For that you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
I will catch this creature for you.
Okay guys, you can't actually do it after I make the joke. Numi fighting a dude with a shotgun. Amazing! Which what's-her-face finds really hilarious, apparently. So everyone has trailed some mysterious human-sized monster footprints to a storm drain, which matches the description of something that could sink a big boat, sure.
This is ridiculous.
Could it be a ghost? Well, it was the homeboys, solved it. Hobie, too, was murdered soon after that. Nothing of importance was lost that day.
You have to admit, Mitch, it was clever.
It's no time for a practical joke, Hobie, no matter how clever.
Fake footprints in a boombox? Oh, clever! That 10, 13, or 12-year-old is going places.
If you look on the mantle, you'll see a picture of you missing. I took it so I can look into your eyes and remember how you calmed me. Think of me next time you rub Hobie's back.
Okay, so victim lady stole his shit and then wants him to think about her when he's touching his son? Ugh. Speaking of fathers, Shawnee's got something to prove to hers.
Who's that?
My father?
Oh, well, kind of the audience's reaction. Not even trying, guys. Dad, you don't understand what I do. You missed my whole subplot about helping a couple of poor inner-city kids from a bad neighborhood. I fought a gang, Dad. A gang!
Well, I suppose I approve then. Here's $100 bill to dry your tears.
Meanwhile, in the promotion plot you all forgot about, lifeguard Old Fart convinces Captain Thorpe to stay captain and promote him to lieutenant, thus leaving Mitch to do what he does best. So, essentially, he weaseled his way to a promotion at Mitch's expense. The crafty devil. Kay Scoopington relays to Mitch that she discovered the monster hunter to be working for the senator's stooge, thus connecting the oil and the monster plots, and also my previous Ninja Turtles joke with the fact that the hunter guy was Shredder in the second one.
SCARAB sponsor montage!
Well, it turns out the sea monster was the obvious suspect all along. A mini-sub with a giant claw held by the Shredder in an attempt to drill oil or something? Fortunately for Mitch, Sam Beckett leaped in and saved him from a clawful death, but unfortunately got What's-Her-Face killed instead. A life for a life.
All I've got to say is, I did great today.
Next time on Baywatch, Garner and Mitch rescue a hot marine biologist from a psycho. Also, Harvey is the worst. It's a killer time.